Hello everybody and welcome back to Saving Schalke. And this is a big day, not just for us, but for our fans and for Borussia Dortmund, who are 5 games away from invincibility. We will do everything in our power to prevent that. Our biggest rivals are almost surely going to be champions. But we can't let them go invincible. And barring how results go otherwhere with Bayern Munich, Dortmund could even end today as champions with a win. We need to do everything to prevent that as the Dortmund faithful sing us in here. It's a big game. Mats Hummels captains his team out as Cedric Brunner captains us out once again. Gregor Kobel in goal, Rafael Guerrero, Nico Schlotterbeck, and Niklas Süle at right back. Emre Can and Mahmoud Dahoud. Julian Brandt at cam with St. Maximin signed from Newcastle and Marius Wolf out wide. Sebastian Haller leads the line for the perfect Borussia Dortmund. The unbeaten Borussia Dortmund. Schalke go back to normal here. Rodrigo Salazar dropping back to the bench in favour of youngster Robert Meyer. The 4-4-2 remains in place though. Manager Daniel Holler has said this isn't the long-term vision, but it's the vision that's working. Schalke find themselves 7th place coming in today. Borussia Dortmund first. Schalke have flown up the table from where we originally thought they might be at the start of this season, with a massive chance to get into Europe, mainly just due to the congestion at the bottom. Depending on who wins the Pokal, I'm pretty sure we still have a chance at a European journey next season. But today is about the Riviera Derby. This is the big one for Schalke fans against local rivals Borussia Dortmund. The Signal Iduna Park, the yellow wall. Here we go, unbeaten in 6. Schalke, fresh off a win over Bayern Munich versus unbeaten all season Borussia Dortmund. Mahmoud Dahoud immediately looking long to test the Schalke back line. It's going to find its way to Haller. Haller! He goes over. That was an opportunity early for Dortmund. Of course, this game ended 5-0 at the Veltins in favour of Dortmund. Manager Daniel Holler said that was the worst day of his managerial career thus far, as it was an embarrassment in his first Riviera Derby. Jason Denayer didn't play that day. He was a January addition. But a lot of these players are the same ones. The ones that were there that day and confined to a 5-0 trouncing. They simply need to be better today, he said. We need to give ourselves a chance and show some fight. Here's Jordan Larsson. The Swedish international. Can't do anything Emre Can does well. Rafael Guerrero. Wide for St. Maximin. Haller. St. Maximin looking wide for Guerrero, who beats Brunner, who plays it inside for Can, who plays it to Haller. Haller is a shot come across very poorly. Uwejan, Meyer, Gross. Poor from him in the end. He slides in though and makes up for his mistake. Here's Florent Mole. Freiburg lead early. I'm pretty sure they're 8th right now, just behind Schalke, so that is something to keep an eye on as well if Schalke are hoping to finish 7th. Robert Meyer does well. He was one that wasn't there for the 5-0 thrashing. Promoted out of the academy in January. Here's Haller. Brandt. Ball forward for Sebastian Haller, who finds Marius Wolf. Finds Sebastian Haller. No chance there. Here's Mahmoud Dahoud. Emre Can. His shot is blocked by Robert Meyer. And here comes Tobias Moore. He's going to play one over the Dortmund back line. Larsson nearly there, but Schlotterbeck does enough. Schalke have a tactic they're trying to work today, as Dortmund clearly have the superior set of players in this current day and age. St. Maximin looking to stretch with pace, but Brunner does well, but then Kroos does poorly. And here's Julian Brandt, Sebastian Haller. Good shot, good finish! From the Ivory Coast International. Borussia Dortmund are in front. Unbeaten in 6. Schalke came in here full of confidence, but now 20 minutes in, it is 1-0 for the league leaders, for the perfect side from all season, unbeaten. 4 matches after this one left if they can not lose here to invincibility. His 18th goal this season for Sebastian Haller. Tobias Moore taking on his man and beating him. He looks to the back stick. Brunner can't get there though. Tom Kroos is going to knock it down. Larsson! Good save, Kobel. And it would have been offside anyways. Gregor Kobel. He's going to go long here. Looking for Haller. He's going to find Haller, who knocks it down brilliantly for Brandt. Drop pass to Dahoud. Back for Brandt. Back to Haller. He's turned one man. Emre Can. St. Maximin. Emre Can. Haller. Oh, I was going to say 2-0. Dortmund ripping this back line to shreds. That was close to a huge mistake, and Leo Gremmel's made a huge mistake. Here's Haller. Schalke are in trouble. Brandt! Good save, Schwallow. 30 minutes played. It's been all Borussia Dortmund so far, and they lead 1-0. St. Maximin. Tobias Moore blocks that one with his head, but it's going to go out for another Dortmund corner here in the 31st minute. Here's Alan St. Maximin to deliver once again. His ball goes in. Competition. Schwallow goes through Nicholas Sewell. The fans want a penalty. They're not going to get one there, though. Florent Mole out wide for Robert Meyer. Tobias Moore wide for Thomas Uwejan. Chance to stretch here, the defense. But Schlotterbeck does brilliantly. But he doesn't do brilliantly there. Robert Meyer, Tom Kroos, Florent Mole. Tom Kroos. He delivers. Schlotterbeck does well. That was going to get to Tobias Moore. Haller knocks down for Marius Wolf. Here's Niklas Sewell. Back to Wolf. Back for Mahmoud Dahoud, who's going to go long. Jason Denayer looks like he's going to get there. He takes a brilliant touch as well. The Belgian international plays it to Robert Meyer. And that was through the back of Robert Meyer. Yellow card for Emre Can. You could have maybe made the argument that could have been worse for him. Went through him from behind. Robert Meyer, Thomas Uwejan, Tobias Moore. Game starting to get picking up a little bit of feistiness in it. Here goes Leo Gremmel through Haller now. And that's going to be a card as well for Leo Gremmel as both sides pick up yellows, offsetting each other very quickly here. Both team now having a player on a yellow as the derby starts to liven up a little bit. Here's Rafael Guerrero, goes long. Denayer knocks it down for Robert Meyer. Here's Tobias Moore, back to Robert Meyer. Wide for Tom Kroos, who is going to have a chance to play it to Florent Mole. And the winger for Schalke is in behind here. Larsson. It's going to have to go back to Robert Meyer. That was a chance. Thomas Uwejan taking on Sula. Finds Tobias Moore. Finds Jordan Larsson. Finds Robert Meyer. Schalke cannot break this back line down here. Uwejan. Poulsen. Sula across to close that one down. That's going to be halftime. It's Dortmund 1, Schalke 0 from the Signal Iduna Park here. Schalke are going to have to go again. They had some half chances, but nothing clear-cut really. They've really been unable to break down this Dortmund backline. Florent Mole with nowhere to go is going to go back to Brunner, who's going to play it to Tom Kroos, who's going to find Robert Meyer. Robert Meyer is going to go wide for Thomas Uwejan. He's going to invite pressure from Wolf, but he's going to do well to keep it and steps inside and then does terribly. Brandt, Haller, Emre Can, Wolf, Brandt, in for St. Maximin. Haller may have a chance to finish here. That's going to be a penalty. It is. Thomas Uwejan goes to ground. Is he going to be sent off as well? For the second time this season, Thomas Uwejan has seen straight red in the Riviera Derby. That's an awful call by the referee. His studs were actually up. Maybe not an awful call from the referee. But I feel like if you're going to give the pen, the red card shouldn't happen as well. But Sebastian Haller steps up. He has a perfect penalty, 2-0. It looks like once again Schalke may have things going from bad to worse in the derby here. A straight red card. Any chance of a comeback probably killed right there. Tobias Moore is going to be asked to step back and play left back now. Don't make any changes, just switch some people around. 2-0 down, gonna lose the Riviera derby once again. This is extremely frustrating. 7th place could be getting away from us here. Now to Jason Denier, what is that? Schlotterbeck. Tom Kroos does well. Yusuf Poulsen. Stretches wide for Jordan Larson. Florent Mole! That had to be finished. For Schalke to have any sort of chance, Florent Mole had to take that chance, and he did not. Uwejan sent off. Mole is going to come across to deliver. Larson. Denier! Haller may be in for his hat-trick here. Nobody closed him down. Oh, but he's turned around. St. Maximin. Rafael Guerrero. Julian Brandt. Denier does brilliantly. There's just no support left for Yusuf Poulsen. But maybe he doesn't need it. He's in behind. The Dane. He scored twice against Bayern Munich. Kobel saves. Jason Denier stepping very high up here. Schalke know they've got really nothing to lose left now at the back. Julian Brandt. It's going to actually be called a foul. I think that's an awful decision from the referee as well. This ref is terrible. We're gonna choose pace. Take off Yusuf Poulsen. Even though he had done well there, he should have finished. Mole also has a chance this game. He should have finished. But Daniel Malin comes on for Haller. There will be no hat-trick in the Riviera derby for him today. Schwallow collects that one. He's going to roll it out to Florent Mole. I didn't want him to roll it, but it ended up working out. Tobias Moore looks a little tired, but he's got room to run into, so he's going to take it. We don't have the target man in the box anymore. We've looked to just get pace. Tobias Moore is going to have to go all the way back to Sepp Vandenberg, also fresh off the bench. Here's Tom Kroos. Good ball wide for Florent Mole. Cedric Brunner's in behind. Brunner. Cedric Brunner right at Kobel. Not the best angle you want to be getting a strike away from, but no target man in the box. We will not be attempting crosses to Jordan Larson. Here's Sidi Sane. Robert Meyer. Good ball for Florent Mole. Forward for Cedric Brunner. He's going to cut in. He does well. Robert Meyer. Kroos! Kobel again. Schalke have had chances since going down to 10. Gregor Kobel has just been fantastic. It's a good ball forward. It's going to find Rafael Guerrero, who finds St. Maximin. Tobias Moore does enough there, playing out of position at left back right now. Here's Jordan Larson. Sidi Sane's got to be stepping up and attacking there. But he's done well there to take it off Marius Wolf. But he can't beat Mats Hummels one-on-one. The veteran defender closes that one down. Here's Julian Brandt. Daniel Malin. St. Maximin. Wide for Marius Wolf. Tobias Moore is beaten by Marius Wolf. Vandenberg plays it to St. Maximin. Schwallow's going to save. We have 8 minutes to play here. Schalke, once again, second best in the Riviera derby. You can't expect much. I mean, they got better players everywhere on the pitch than us. And it's 3-0. It's a fantastic finish from Rafael Guerrero. You can't take that away from him. Once again, the derby got to our heads. We saw straight red in the Riviera derby for the second time this season. And for the second time this season, We're being embarrassed by Borussia Dortmund. They will continue on with their invincibility. Looks like it's going to be 8-0 on aggregate in the derby this season. Schalke are going to have to dust themselves off and try and go again with their quest to finish 7th, because all of a sudden Europe seemed not impossible, but with a Freiburg win today, and last time we heard they were leading, it will be a lot harder. Here's Guerrero. Vandenberg goes to ground, and he does well. The fans want a penalty, but they're not going to get a second one. That's a foul on them, but the ref, of course, has not seen it that way. And here's Marius Wolf. Vandenberg's just going to go long. Larson knocks it down for Mole, who's going to oof it forward. Jordan Larson in a foot race. He does well. And it's going to be full time before Schalke can even have a chance for a consolation goal. It ends Dortmund 3, Schalke 0 in the Riviera Derby. And unfortunately, once again, we are second best. A disappointing outing once again here in the Riviera Derby from us. And next season, we will need to do a lot better in this fixture. Kept more of the ball. We had a high XG, but Gregor Kobel has shown once again why he's a top keeper. He was fantastic. A 7.5, I'd argue he deserved more. Tough day out for Schalke. Freiburg did in fact win. We'll take a look at the table. Bayern lost again, so that might have been it. I don't know why Dortmund didn't celebrate their league title. Maybe I've done the math wrong. It's over. Borussia Dortmund won the league title that day. 4 games to go. The best Munich can do now is try to not let them go invincible. We are now 4 points behind Freiburg, tied with Augsburg, tied with Cologne. Let's take a look at the calendar. Hoffenheim, Gladbach, and then Augsburg and Leipzig. I think we'll just come back for the Leipzig game, finish off this season. I don't think we'll be able to catch Freiburg. Now we have some tough fixtures. But I want to thank everyone for watching this episode, even if it didn't go our way. And I'll catch you all in the next episode, which will probably be our final match of Season 1. Have a good one, boys.